This is your host, Dejah Burton, with Time to Change America, Season 2, Episode 2, about attitudes in society. Hi, again, it's your host, Dejah Burton, with Season 2, Episode 2 of Time to Change America, about attitudes. Today, it's as though society's way of thinking is if they're not having a good day, then they're going to make others' lives miserable. I feel like this often happens on a day-to-day basis where people will have a bad day and they'll portray their emotions onto others, and a lot of times it doesn't come out the right way, so it'll come off as they have a problem or attitude, and that's often a problem when it comes to people who have short tempers because they'll take it the wrong way. I had one question: if this generation had worse attitudes than prior generations, and to me, I would say probably so, because it just tends to happen more often that we'll see young people having attitudes more than adults, but I have seen adults have attitudes. But mainly I see my people my age have an attitude or a bad day and take it out on someone else instead of trying to stay positive and working through the day and, speaking and being polite. They portray their emotions onto others. And then I also feel like people like to get snappy with you, or they just like to, say a whole bunch of things under their breath. And this is often comes off as an attitude as well. Or they'll just continue to talk and talk and talk, and you'll know that they're talking about you, but you can't really do anything at the end of the day, because then they're just going to get more upset and at least other things. But I do feel like I said, that our generation has this the worst, that we're the ones to be short-tempered and always, get upset, and we don't know how to take our emotions and use them in a positive way instead of negatively and impacting others. Okay, and then also, I would say the people I mainly see this with is people who work. Workers, often they're the ones that get portrayed with attitude. You drive up to McDonald's or something, and then someone, is already just looking at you crazy, or the tone of voice, the reflection of how they say it, you can just tell that they don't want to be there. They have attitude, or it sounds like they have an issue with you. Even though you're the customer, you did nothing wrong. They often sound like they're taking out on you. And we all know this isn't right. And this should not be occurring. People should have respect enough, even if they're not having a good day, to be able to work past their bad day and still be polite to customers. And I can say that I see women do this more than men. Women, they often are portrayed as having attitudes, especially black women. And if we want to stop this stereotype, we have to stop getting upset all the time and learn how to not show our resting face, because often that gets portrayed as we have attitude, because we'll look mad or angry. So really, in reality, it's just about learning to be more positive and reflect. If you're having a bad day, why don't you just take a break and think about something else, or reflect? Take time to reflect and read a poem or write something in a journal. something that's going to help you instead of just make things worse. Because if the other person acts back and says something to you, then that's just going to cause a problem. And nobody wants that. The best thing to do is to remember something I would like to call the 3 C's. 3 C's are cool, calm, and collective. That's meaning you have it together. If you can recite that in your head 3, maybe 4 times, then you're sure to be less upset. And a lot of people need to do this. They need some type of stress reliever, whether it's going for a walk or doing something recreational or just, sitting down and watching something they enjoy or reading a book. But we cannot continue to upset others in a way that, they won't understand what's going on or what's the issue. And I feel like that also comes to the fact of talking out your problems. If you have a problem, why not just tell your friends or tell them, like, hey, I'm not having a good day, so I'm upset. They might be able to help you work through some of the hardships you're going through or the problems. And often, you never know, like, the person you're getting the attitude with could be having a bad day as well. And then all that's going to happen is they're going to get an attitude too and spread that on to someone else that might be having a good day, and you're going to ruin their day. No one wants to do this. That's why I really suggest that everyone, like I said, remember the 3 C's. To be cool, calm, and collective at all times. Never to be angered, especially when you go to sleep. When you go to sleep, your mind should be at ease. You should be calm. You should be relaxed. You shouldn't be angry. All the frustration that happened throughout the day should go out the door. We understand work is stressful, school is stressful, all these day-to-day things that we often go through. But you have to learn how to release and let go. You have to stay calm. You can't wear everything out throughout the day. You have to let go. Because if you do, you won't portray this bad side that others see. And I feel like we tend to do this because we feel like it's easier. But in reality, it's really easier to let go. We just can't keep doing this to ourselves. All this, anger is bad for your health anyway. Stressing too much, it causes you to become sick. So is it really even worth it to portray an attitude on people? And why are we doing it? It makes no sense for us to want to be rude or disrespectful to other people. If anything, we should be wanting to be treated with the same type of kindness that we want others to display. So therefore, you should not want to display anger, and then you know that eventually somebody's going to come back and do it to you. Because nobody likes that. Everybody enjoys peace at some point. That's what we should be focusing on. If you don't like your job, for example, then find another job. Like, there's no reason for any situation that you should be taking stress out onto other people or getting angry with other people because things aren't going right. Maybe, you had an argument with a friend or somebody, and that's why you're upset. Don't don't go to the next person and show that anger towards them. Think and reflect. Talk it out with your friend. Maybe you can fix things. Maybe it's not as bad as it seems. Often we have the quickness to jump to conclusions, and things aren't even what they seem. So that means that it's time to stop the attitudes. It's time to be cool, calm, and collective. Thank you again. I'm your host, Dejah Burton, and this has been Time to Change America, episode 2 of season 2.